Hi, I'm Devin Bowden, and this is an explainer video on the activity series. So first of all, what is the activity series? The activity series is a list of elements based on their reactivity. What do we use it for? Well, the first thing we'll have to know is what a single replacement reaction is. A single replacement reaction is when a compound reacts with an element to form a different element in a different compound. The activity series can be used to predict whether or not this reaction will happen. For example, if A was more reactive than B, then B would not replace A, and then we would see no reaction. In this example, we see silver hydroxide reacting with aluminum. Because aluminum is more reactive than silver, we will see silver hydroxide and aluminum react to form aluminum hydroxide and silver. Now, how is the activity series constructed? Well, the first thing we have to know is there are two activity series, one for metals and one for nonmetals. The metals will be used in a single replacement reaction in which a metal is replacing another metal, while the nonmetal activity series will be used in a reaction where a nonmetal replaces a nonmetal. So typically, in the metal activity series, we'll see those with very low electrons, valence electrons, be the most reactive. For example, sodium, which has one valence electron, will be extremely reactive, while something such as silver, who has more valence electrons, will be seen much lower on the activity series. In the nonmetal activity series, we see the highest being typically the halogens. Chlorine, for example, which has 7 valence electrons, will be extremely reactive. So here's a list of the activity series in range from decreasing reactivity. As we can see, lithium, potassium, who both have 1 valence electron, are seen at the top, while platinum, gold, and silver, who have more valence electrons, are seen towards the bottom. Example 1. When potassium chloride reacts with calcium, will we see a reaction? Well, the first thing we'll have to do is find potassium and calcium on the activity series. Because calcium is replacing potassium, and these are both metals, we will be using the metal activity series. As we can see, potassium is number 1, and calcium is number 3. This means that potassium is more reactive than calcium. Therefore, calcium would not replace potassium. And we can conclude that this will be no reaction. Example 2. Sodium chloride will react with fluorine. So the first thing we have to do is we have to find chlorine and fluoride on the activity series. Considering that chlorine and fluorine are both nonmetals, we'll be using the nonmetal activity series. Fluorine, which is at the very top, is higher than chloride. Therefore, fluorine will be replacing chloride. Because fluorine is more reactive than chlorine, this reaction will take place. And when sodium chloride reacts with fluorine, we will see that it produces sodium fluoride and chlorine.